Hey everybody, welcome to my Let's Play of Earthbound for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or SNES for short. Gosh, where do I even begin about this game? This game is legendary. It has an iconic stature with memorable characters, witty dialogue, memorable locations, and a fantastic soundtrack. And not to mention, it's probably one of the most engaging stories I've ever played in any video game. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say. I feel like everyone and their mother knows about this game. Everyone and their mother definitely knows about this game, but they still have yet to try it, even though it's been re-released in the past 10 years on the Wii U Virtual Console, on the SNES Classic Edition, which is what I am playing this on, and more importantly, and much more accessible, the NSO, or Nintendo Switch Online, for the SNES. If you've never played this game and you're kind of on the fence about it, I really recommend you try it for yourself. You will not be disappointed. This game feels very of its time, but also feels incredibly modern. It feels like it could have been made today. Gosh, I don't know where else to begin with, but let's finish out this intro screen. Never mind! Earthbound, yeah, let's get it started here. We are going to be starting a new game. Text speed will be fast. And let's do stereo. Can always change it later. Strawberry! Strawberry is my favorite. Is my favorite flavor. Not flavor. Fruit. Whatever. Anyways, so, the character select screen. I feel like changing up this playthrough compared to what others do. So the main character, his name is Ness. However, I'm not going to be naming him Ness. This game is filled to the brim with Beatles references. And the Beatles are my favorite band of all time. Sorry about the cut there, I had to bring up my notes. Yes, the Beatles are hands down my favorite band of all time, and it's not even close. And the default for these characters are Beatles references. For example, in Japanese specifically, his name is John. However, I'm not going to be naming him John, because I am a big fan of Paul McCartney. This character's name, her name is Paula. She likes to sing, as you can see here. In the Japanese version, her name is Yoko. However, she's a pretty controversial person in the fandom and culture at large, and I kind of want to avoid all that controversy. So with Ness being named Paul, we're going to name her Linda, after Linda McCartney. And also, I think Linda just suits her face very well. This man right here, his name is Jeff, and in the Japanese version, I believe his name is George. But because he has glasses, this is very clearly going to be John. And that's pretty much it. I love John. This one, his name is Pooh in the default. In Japan, it's also the same name as George. Downside, George is 6 letters. We only have 5 characters to play with. So, I still want to name him George, because especially he's from the Middle East, and George was very interested in that culture. I'm going to keep him named George. It's going to bother me that there's no E, but we're rolling with it. And name your pet. And yeah, the dog's name in Japan is Ringo. Well, sorry, Ringo. I love you. My wife is a big fan of yours, but yeah. Favorite homemade food? Ooh, that's a good one. The default on this is steak. However, I have warmed up to it. I'm not a big steak person, but I feel like anyone can go for some pizza. What's your favorite thing? As the Beatles, we rock. Yep, I'm sure. The year is 199X. Onet, a small town in Eagleland. Paul's house. Well, that sounded dangerous. Let's go outside. Got my bed head on. Before we go downstairs, let's go into here. Let's talk to our sister, Tracy. Hey, bro. Did the sound wake you up? Were you freaked out? A little bit. Present. These are where you're gonna get items. Where you can, if you're playing this on the SNES Classic version or any type of SNES controller, L is the default for checking or talking. There's a cracked bat. Yes, that is a piece of equipment. We absolutely want to equip that. It's not that strong, but it's better than nothing. Now I feel well equipped to go downstairs. Oops. Mother? What was that noise? Paul, you don't seem scared. Are you nuts? And you want to go out to check it out? You want to go to check it out? Oh, okay. You'll sneak out of your room anyway, even if I asked you not to. At least change out of your jammies before you go. And we are in the iconic attire of Ness, or Paul in this game. Hello, Penny. I am recording. She likes Earthbound too. Let's talk to Ringo. Besides humans, dogs also sleep at night. Why aren't you asleep? Didn't you hear that noise? So yeah, let's check it out. I want to return home, but the road is closed. People are taking this meteorite situation way too seriously. Onet police are infamous for closing roads if something is going on. We are going for the world record. Yes. I recommend talking to pretty much anyone you possibly can. There's at any time if you can. There are different dialogue options depending upon who's in your party, what story beat you're after, who is even in the lead. There are tons of different dialogue options, and I'm not going to be showing them all, mainly because I don't know them all, but I recommend you do it. Don't panic. It's just a, what? Meteorite that, who? Fell. I just want to, what? Go home. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Incredibly funny dialogue. Did you hear the Big Bang? I think a meteorite landed nearby. I want to be the first to see it, okay? I'm going to try to get there first. Well, that's too bad. No problem here. Can I go in? Nope. We don't want to do that quite yet. We have pressing matters to go. Whoops. So yeah, very eerie, and what a way to start out, going towards a meteorite at night. Don't you know what time it is? Get your butt home pronto. Don't tell me what to do. A meteorite has landed. The sharks are running wild in town. You kids are wandering around, and I'm hungry. I hate my job. Oh, the dude's angry. It's dangerous to go to the hilltop. Even if I advise you not to go, it won't stop you, will it? Nope, it sure won't, because I'm a curious boy and I like adventure. What do you have to say, Ossifer? Hey, you. Don't you know what time it is? It's 1:22 in the afternoon. I want to grab this present. There's a bread roll, a healing item. You gotta say, hey Paul, hiya buddy. A meteorite fell down and went boom. It was a real mess for a while. I was fine because I always eat garlic and work out to help make my body stronger. However, the weaker citizens probably fainted. I also want to tell you, oops, I almost told you about my... by the way, Paul, did you check out my billboard? I wrote the message myself. That's my real job, you know. I'm a billboard guy. Why don't you check out my work? Treasure Hunter, this is Liar Exaggerate's house. Yes, Liar Exaggerate. He is a liar. That meteorite looks different than usual. It's as strange and marvelous as well as mysterious. Ooh. Shh, shh. Problem here. Clear out. Get out of my way. Clear out. Get out of my way. Clear out. Get out of my way. Clear out of way. Get out my... Whoops. My mistake. I mean, get out of my way. Nice timing, Paul. Will you do something about Pokey? He's driving me nuts. Are you two friends? No. You're not friends, but aren't you neighbors? Come on, help me out here. I was never... I mean, I had friends in my neighborhood, but that doesn't mean I was, like, super close with them. Hey, Paul. Don't be rubbernecking. You're getting in the cops... officer's way. You can go home now. Tomorrow, I, Pokey, will tell you more about the strange meteorite. I'm fine here, but you're bugging the officers. Well, I guess it's time to go home. And while we're walking home, let's just talk about this game for a little bit, because it's important to a lot of people. This is a huge cult classic game that has a incredible following. Anyone that's ever played this game will tell you that this is their favorite game of all time. It's definitely not mine, but it's pretty close. And I remember when my first experience with it wasn't when it came out for the when it first came out, because I was not old enough. I first heard about it when I was in high school. And when it finally came out onto the Wii U, I bought it and I played it. I didn't beat it till I was in college. Welcome home, Paul. It's not necessary to talk about it tonight. It's late. Scoot off to bed now. Don't tell me what to do. Later that night. Well, that's an annoying knock. Someone's knocking at the door. What an annoying knock. I know, Tracy. My land! Who could be knocking at the door at this time of night? Would you answer it? Yeah, no worries. That's fine. Oh! It's you. Hey, listen to what I've got to say. When I took Becky to the place where the meteorite landed... Oh, good evening, ma'am. You're looking lovely as usual. Anyways, as I was saying, the police that were guarding the meteorite landing left suddenly to deal with the sharks. You know the sharks, they're the local ruffians. And they were really going wild. Suddenly, I noticed that Picky was gone. I blame the cops. It certainly wasn't my fault at all. When my dad gets back, I know I'm gonna get it. You're my bestest friend. Won't you help me find Picky? Yes, I suppose. I'm sure Picky's never done anything bad to me. Okay, good buddy. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Before we go, why don't you say goodbye to your mom? Don't you agree, ma'am? Well, I suppose I better. I know that the dog is unreliable. Wow! Ringo was not unreliable. How dare. The cracked bat in Tracy's room could help out at a time like this, but I already got it. No matter what anyone says, you're a courageous, strong boy. You're my very own natural-born fighter. You'll go far. Remember to go for it. But I think you should change out of your jammies before you leave. Again. Man, I feel like I'm pulling an all-nighter right now. Excuse me. That was weird. You want to take me with you? Yes, I guess I have no choice. Let's go. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ringo joins you. Whoops. Alright, you go out in front and I'll follow at a safe distance. Let's get going. Pokey joins you. Oh! Somebody get that? The phone is ringing. Answer it. At my house, my dad gets bent if I don't get the phone within the first 3 rings. Ooh, okay. I'll answer the phone. Hello, it's your dad. Work to exhaustion when you're young. Have you ever heard of a weird saying like this? Just remember, I'm always behind you 100%. Don't be afraid. I know that you're brave. You can do it. Don't forget to call me periodically during your adventure. I can make a record of your progress when you call me. Oh yeah, I deposited $30 into your bank account. Do you have your ATM card? Withdraw money from any cash machine and buy whatever you need. Good luck, my boy. I feel like such a hero. What? Well, the father of a hero, at least. Beep. Yeah. Working father. And look at that. We have enemies. Ah, look at this background. Yes, this is a battle. Earthbound, and by extension its main series mother, was inspired by Dragon Quest, so the battle system is quite like it. You have Bash, PSI, which we'll get into later, Goods, which is your items, where we can use the bread roll, Defend, which is defending, Auto Fight, and Run Away. I don't really use Auto Fight all that much, and honestly, running away from battles doesn't really do much. Like, you can if you really don't want to fight, but I don't think the fights in this game are that bad, so we're just going to use Bash. Ringo charged forward. Pokey smiled insincerely. Yeah, so enemies can do a lot of really funny things. Yeah, Pokey played dead. Tried to steal something but failed. Has a big grin, yeah, charged forward. Oh, come on. And became tame. Was a cookie. Hang on a second. Sorry about the gut there, I had a question. Ooh, some snakes. The coil snake is a very easy enemy indeed. Well, all of these enemies in the first area here are pretty easy. Yeah, as you can see, that Pokey isn't really going to be doing any... God dang it. Isn't really going to be doing any damage. He just plays dead, does lots of silly stuff. And the coil snake became tame. Pulse levels now 2. Offense went up by 1, maximum HP went up by 3, and realize the power of life up alpha. Now we can get into what that PSI is. Yeah, our boy here, Paul, is psychic. He can use psychic abilities. Heck, gosh dang it, I'm trying to see. Status, yes. Recover. It restores 100 HP to one person, but it costs 5 PP. PP is the power points, as it is in any JRPG that is turn-based. And yeah. I recommend not using your PP right off the battle willy-nilly because you have so little of it. Ringo is barking. Pokey thought to himself, oh, that's not good. You won. Yeah, you're only gonna be getting 1 experience from some of these. There should be another enemy. It's not. Dang it. Okay. I guess it's further down. Smash! Heck yeah! A smash is pretty much a critical hit. Come on. There we go. The present and was a cookie. Yeah, they're going to be dropping lots of health recovery items, and that's going to bring me up to the goods. As you can see here, they did not stack. It's just cookie and cookie. This game is notorious for having very, very limited inventory space. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm personally in the middle of it. It is kind of a bummer that your inventory is also taken up by equipment and by key items that you can't get rid of. So let's see, you have 1, 2, 3... Well, I guess it's not going to tell you right now, but yes, it's very limited. You are what I want to fight. Yes, and as you can see, this music is inspired by the song Tequila. I'll let it play out a little bit here. No, I won't. There's a lot of inspiration from different pop songs and rock songs and everything. There's a lot of pop culture references in this game, and I really love it for that. Here, we'll listen to it a little bit closer. It's not exactly the song, but he uses the same riff, and I really like that. Wow. Remember when Mom said Ringo was not very reliable? He is kicking butt. That's a good boy. We got that present. Lie or exaggerate, we don't want to talk to you. And look, there's Piggy up there. And now that the police are gone. Woo! If I knew this was going to be such a scary place, I wouldn't have come along. I'm out of here. Oh, but you did so good. You were getting all of the smash attacks. Alright, Piggy. What? Oh, you woke me up. Pokey, I've been looking all over for you. You see, Pokey got scared and ran away. Well, I'm glad you're okay at least. Let's go home now. I bet Mom and Dad are worried sick about us. Geez, sometimes I wonder which one of us is the real big brother. Yeah, Pokey's kind of a coward. He's a little weenie boy. He's a little weenie. Paul, do you hear a buzzing sound that sounds like a bee flying around? No. Oh, come on. You must hear it. Now I hear it. Minnie, you could have sat with me all morning, and yet you didn't. And now you decide, because I'm in a different room, you want to sit with me. A bee, I am. Not. I'm from 10 years in the future. And in the future, all is devastation. Gygus, the universal cosmic destroyer, sent all to the horror of eternal darkness. However, you must listen. Where I am from, there is a well-known legend that has been handed down from ancient times. It says when the chosen boy reaches the point, he will find the light. The passing of time will shadow the nightmare rock and will reveal the path of light. You see, it is my opinion that you are that boy, Paul. This, I believe. Gygus' monstrous plan must have been set in motion somewhere on Earth. If you start to confront the enemy immediately, you may have time to counter the evil intentions of Gygus. 3 things are of the utmost importance: wisdom, courage, and friendship. The legends from the ancient times tell of 3 boys and a girl who defeat Gygus. I will tell you more later. Go now, and do not be anxious about the future. You have much work to do, Paul. Do you listen to what I told you? Or did you listen to what I told you? Yes, I did. Oh, I almost said no. Thank you for listening to my long story. You are as exceptional as I expected you to be. And look at that. We got a bug. Yes. Buzz Buzz. Paul, it looks like you're really in a lot of trouble this time. 3 boys, he said. I'm not one of those 3, am I? Because I'm not into this kind of thing at all. Geez, my heart is almost pounding right out of my chest. Yeah, it's not you, blubbernuts. Pokey's a butthead. I don't like him. He's mean. So yeah, we got a little fly just circling us. If it were me, I would have smacked the bug a long time ago because I hate it when I'm being bothered by them. But it's just nice. He's vibing. And on our way home... Well, first we gotta drop off the boys. Oh. It's been a long time, Buzz Buzz. You've been successful at foiling Master Gygus' plans. But, Buzz Buzz, you must now surrender. You're no longer a hero, but just a useless insect. I'll stomp you hard. Excuse me. The Starman Jr. blocked the way. You really don't have any way of losing this fight, in all honesty. Let me just make sure, just to be sure. Yeah. It's pretty much impossible to lose. You'll see on this first turn. Buzz Buzz tried PSI Shield. I believe that's Sigma. He's chanting a magic spell. Tried to edge closer. So yeah, PSI Fire Beta. Pretty much anything he has. Oh, what? Really? I thought that went back to him. Yeah, he does 79 damage. He does a lot of damage. Apologize profusely. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it bounced back. I just was confused. Yeah, you really can't lose this. PSI Shield Sigma again. It became stronger. I think that's when it reflects back. I don't know. Oh no, yeah, just disappear. And that background is just so trippy. I guess I freeze Alpha. Yeah, he's got some hard-hitting moves. Come on. There we go. The Starman Jr. was defeated. Yeah, you really can't lose. 16. Paul's level is now 3. Offense went up by 2. Defense went up by 1. Guts went up by 1. Vitality went up by 1. IQ went up by 1. Luck went up by 1. Maximum HP went up by 12. And maximum PP went up by 5. Yes, whenever you get a Vitality up, you're going to get loads of PP and HP ups. Penny, not now. I'm sorry. Later. They'll definitely make trouble during your adventure. Hey, get down! Son of a gun. It is the truth, so listen. Well, let's drop him off. No, this is my house. Ugh. We're in Sam Hill of you boys' band. I'll have to think of a suitable punishment. I'm really sorry that my kids troubled you so much. Both of you are really going to get it now. By the way, I would be happy if you left sometime soon. I'm tired of your family living next door. We've loaned your father a lot of money. It may have been $100,000 or more. Well, I guess it really could have been less. But because of the loan, my family and I now live in poverty. My husband is much too lenient with the children. Oh well, nice guys finish last. That's the story of our life. I think it's a dung beetle. I'll smash your guts out. Oh. I was much weaker than I thought. So you must now begin your adventure. See, you... Oh, I just remembered. Listen to my final words. To defeat Gygus, your own power must unite with the Earth's. The Earth will then channel your power and multiply it. There are 8 points that you must visit. Make these places your own. Each of these locations is your sanctuary. One of them is near Onut. It is called Giant Step. Go there first. Do you understand? Yes. Alright. You are a very intelligent young man, and... Oh, the pain. Everything is getting dark. Before I pass on, I want to give you something. It is the Soundstone. You can record the melodies from the 8 Your Sanctuary locations into the stone. It is an awesome item. By the way, I'm almost gone. But did you want to hear the story one more time? No? Good. It's already dawn outside. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm fading fast. All got the Soundstone. And that's it for Buzz Buzz. I'm so tired. Nag, nag, nag. My husband is very soft-hearted. Okay, so this brings me to the localization of Earthbound. There are many, and also many localization changes from the Japanese version to the American version. Right here, this is probably one of the most well-known ones, maybe second to another big one, but we're not going to get that till much later. Pokey's father, Aloysius Minch. As you could hear, it sounded like he was just firing like a little ray. In the Japanese version, it sounded like he was beating them, which makes it seem like these guys are abusive parents. Kinda dark stuff for something that's supposed to have very humorous dialogue. I don't know much about the differences between the American and Japanese version, just because that's a lot of research that I just didn't do, but just know there is quite a bit. But let's head outside.